Good morning, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back at you. Well, I spent the last couple of days planning for springtime. And springtime around here means gardening and getting the garden started. So we took a trip to the local big box store, which is Lowe's around here. There is a Home Depot down the street, but never mind. But we went to Lowe's, picked up a bunch of 2x6s and some 4x4s and a couple extra 2x4s here and there so that we could shore up our existing beds, raised beds, and have enough extra lumber to build a couple of extra for potatoes and things like that. So we're in the midst of that. My wife has been very busy ordering seeds, and we get the catalogs right about Christmas time. And so she's been rummaging through the catalogs and has picked up all kinds of tomatoes, exotic brands, locals, the Romas that we like for salsa and stuff like that, and getting squash and onions and all kinds of cool stuff. So we're trying to get ready for spring. Hope you are. And I've got a few questions that need to be answered. So stick around. The 2x6s that we got are pressure treated, and I know that there's probably going to be a comment or two that, oh, you can't use treated lumber for raised bed gardens and stuff like that. You know, and that used to be true years ago when they used kind of the original formula for pressure treating, and I think it was called Penta, but that was probably 20 plus years ago. And yeah, it would leach into the soils, and it was not healthy at all. But they've refined the formula, they've added better ingredients, they've done it a whole lot better now than they've ever done it in the past. And I've been using pressure treated 2x material for all my raised bed gardens for a long time. Now, with that said, I have also learned that to stain them with deck stain. Now, I've been using, what do they call it? Oh, Ready Seal. Now, when we had our deck built about 3 years ago on the back of the house, the contractor said the best that he's ever come up with is Ready Seal. So I bought a 5-gallon bucket of Ready Seal in the dark walnut shade and applied it to the deck material, and it really does a nice job. They call it foolproof, so you can't really screw it up, but I think that's a great marketing gimmick for the typical professional homeowner. And so with that said, I went through that first 5-gallon bucket very quickly. Since then, I've ordered probably 9 more gallons. A couple of years ago, I just bought 2 gallons and did the flooring and the deck again and the railings. And a year after that, I bought 2 more gallons and used that to dress up the raised bed garden walls that I use 2x6s on, and that's what I've been doing. So just a recommendation from me to use pressure treated lumber for your raised bed gardens, and make sure that you treat it with some very high quality stain, and I'm using Ready Seal in the dark walnut shade, and it works like a charm. Water beads right up on it. It's great, makes them last at least double their normal lifespan. So But right now I do have a couple of the bottom boards that I got to replace on our existing ones, and I want to make sure that I've got enough material left over to build a couple new ones. So that's kind of the garden update. We will be starting our seeds indoors under our grow lights in our dining room, probably around the 20th or so of February, and get them started there. By the time mid-March runs around, they'll be hardy enough to take outside and harden up. Let the wind work on them a little bit so that they can toughen up, and by by then they're almost ready to plant. So we'll be planting tomatoes probably mid-April, and kind of go from there. All the rest of the stuff, onions and squash and things like that, we'll wait until we get a little bit warmer weather. As you can see, I've got the, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. I've got the big buddy heater running in the background here just to take some of the chill off in the garage. It's pretty cold out today. Woke up this morning to 30 degrees, which is not fun in North Carolina, because nobody's really ready for it. And so that's what we've been doing to get ready for spring. Now, I've got a couple of questions that I really think need to be answered. Given the state of current political nonsense going on in the country right now, the first question that pops up is, will Joe Biden pardon Hunter? So, question number one, appreciate your feedback on that one. Question number two, if Trump gets elected, can and will he pardon himself for all the stuff that's going on in this lawfare affair that is being undertaken to make sure that he is not going to be the next president of the United States? So that's a couple of the questions that have been whirling around on the political side. On the economic side, does anybody out there think that the stock market is reflecting reality right now? There are new records being set pretty much on a daily basis anymore in the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones. And I'm finding it very, very hard to believe that the stock market is reflecting reality. I think that we're really looking at an inflationary impact, that we could be looking at a recession, or even as far as a depression goes, when the stock market lets loose and tries to regain some normalcy. Interested in your thoughts on where you think and what you think the stock market is doing, and how long do you think it's going to be able to continue setting records. This is the Prepared Suburbanite, reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see you all on the next video.